Hi, this is Sunny Hills for Base History. I've come to you with a personal story that occurred on Friday, January 24th at approximately 10 or so, 10 o'clock, somewhere in that area. Maybe a little after. Not sure. It was in that area. But I do know that I have been dealing with a racist neighbor. I'm calling this segment the wellness call. Before we start to allowing people to define us and use well-meaning situations to promote their racist ideals, it is a true danger to black people for white people to have in their hands the idea that they can call claiming they're doing it for our benefit when they're doing it really to harm us. I have been living in York, Pennsylvania for the last 4 years, I'll say. And my neighbor has consistently, this racist white man, has consistently called the police on me and every other person that is not of the Caucasian persuasion on this street that I live on. In one incident, and him calling the police on me, there was a black officer that came. And he's always calling me, claiming that I'm making noise. And in none of the particular incidents that he called was I actually making noise. Or was it at a late date time if I was even playing my music in my home, just listening to some of my music or someone else's music, or even trying to practice my instrument sometimes. But more than 5 times this month, at least 5 times, this man called the police, 4 or 5 times, he called the police on me. My neighbors, I don't know how many times he's called the police. One neighbor states to me, and she will be in a later segment of this series, stated that he called the police on her and her husband because her husband goes to work at 3 o'clock in the morning, and stated that they were dealing drugs, and the police came out and accosted these people about dealing drugs. When these were 2 hard-working people, a husband and wife, got their children with no thought of any type of drug dealing or anything, just simply that they're of a dark-skinned persuasion. This man constantly calls police on people up and down the street. Because prior to a family moving in a few months ago, he was the only person in the community of the white persuasion, or on the street at that, in the area where I'm at, of that persuasion. So he felt like he's one of those Trumpites that feels that whatever he does is right to a person of color. He actually thinks this because, as I said, he's called the police just numerous times. Well, this time, I wouldn't, he monitors my movements. And normally I would go out of town and be gone maybe 2-3 days, and sometimes a week, sometimes even longer. But I left Thursday morning and went down to Baltimore. And the night, that Thursday night, I kept getting this feeling that something was wrong at my home. I didn't know what, but people who don't, I'm a Choctaw native, people who don't believe in ancestral communications will understand what I'm saying. But I was being told, go home. And I could not rest all of that evening because I had this unsettling feeling to go back. One of the times that this man called the police on me, this black officer came with this Caucasian officer. And they knocked on my door. And when I opened my door, attempted to just step on into my house on me. And I told him, get the fuck out of my house. And I said it just like that, get out of my house, man. I didn't invite you in. So why are you knocking on my door anyway? What?
Well, I got a call. We got a call that there's too much. There's noise. You're disturbing your neighbor with loud music. And
I said, wait a minute. Did you hear any music when you arrived? Or have you heard any music in the whole time that you've been even talking to him and coming to my home? Did you hear any music?
Well, no, but
I said, well, don't come back to my house no more with these false allegations. If you do, this is the third time you done called the police on me. I'm suing the city if you do this one again.
Well, he has the right to call if he feels that your noise is bleeding over into his home.
I said, sir, he don't own this house. And I haven't been playing, I didn't play any music that disturbed him. He called just to have you come out. I said, did he record any sound that I did? You have a recording or something that I did?
Well, no. Well, we're not.
I said, well, get the fuck away from my house. And I mean that. Don't disturb my peace. If you have no probable cause for being here harassing me for this racist, I said, get the hell away from my house. Well, you know, people of that persuasion do not take kindly to being told not to do the bidding of their masters. They don't take it. They do not like it. And he took it, I'm sure, as a personal affront. I came home, as I said, on January 24th, probably till I get off the bus from Baltimore, and I walk up the walking path that I usually come from because it goes directly to the bus terminal from my home. And I normally cross the railroad tracks and walk past a building that's empty across from my house. 335. I live at 324. And there's a gazebo on there's the building, and then there's a gazebo like this. Well, when you come, I could see directly to the neighbor's home that I'm talking about. This man of Caucasian persuasion who thinks he can call the police on any and everybody at his will, and they come, believe me, and harass whoever he tells to harass. They're harassing these people, coming knocking on these people's doors and disturbing them for this racist. Where does it stop? Where does it stop? Well, I pray that this is one of the stopping points, because it gets a little ridiculous when you come home and someone that you don't speak to at all. When he saw me coming between that building, the great is my witness. This man jumped back like he had seen a ghost. Now he on the front talking to another neighbor. I don't know what the only new white neighbor that's in the neighborhood now, and he's talking to him about something. I don't know, because I'm across the street and approaching him. As I said, when he saw me, he jumped back, and he was looking, and his eyes bucked, and I said, "What's wrong with this guy?" Because I don't have a nice thought about him. Just as he would want to call me a negative name, I have a negative thought about him. But we don't speak, we don't talk, we don't deal with each other on any terms. I have nothing to say to this man. I don't even know the man's name. That's how deep this shit is. I don't know the man's name. And that's not here what I'm for, to out him like that. But I'm out here to out his actions and others like him actions. I see a police car sitting across the street from my home as I'm coming. And I go in front of the police car and I cross the street to my home, not thinking about this stuff. Because he is a nullity in my world. He runs down off of his, "Hey!" He's talking loud. "How you doing?" Like he's my friend. "Oh man, I heard water running in your house. You're going to have a big water bill, because I could hear the water just running. Well, if you need any tool, I got tools over here for you." Listen, I'm a professional plumber, technician, maintenance person, whatever you can think about when it comes to repairing and doing anything to my own home. I don't need nothing from him. And he knows this. But he's screaming loud, and then he said, "Oh, he's here." I said, "What the hell are he talking about? He's here. Who the hell he hollering talking to? He's here." Well, I wasn't thinking the police was at my house, because I'm gone. Ain't nobody. I've been gone all night. As I got a cart, so I'm pulling my cart up, pulling my stuff up the hill and climbing my steps, and out pops. Because I'm not, as he's talking to me, I'm walking away from him. I'm not talking to this man at all. I pulled my car, and this policeman jumped from behind my house, coming out of my fence. I have a back fence that you have to physically push the gate open and go to the back of my house. This policeman that I had told not to come to my home again, at the behest of this man. Now this is a Negro. He's not qualified to be called nothing else but a Negro. Officer. He come from behind my house hollering, "Oh man, these people must really care about you around here. They was worried about you." I said, "What you mean worried about me?" "Well, we heard your water running and we thought something might be wrong with you. That your water was running and you wasn't answering your door. Because when I knocked, nobody answered. But I could hear your water running." I said, "Well, thank you. Because I'm knowing here's two enemies. If I do anything hostile, these two enemies gonna band together to whatever go on, they gonna defend each other." So I tell that Negro, "Well, yeah, thank you. Don't nobody want to be found dead, do they?" He said, "Yeah, well, I got your back window." I said, "What?" I said, "My back window." I said, "What you doing with my back window?" He said, "Well, I needed to look in there. I wanted to look in there and see if you was laying on the floor or something." I said, "Man, you ain't got..." I cut myself off because I was finna say, "Man, you ain't got no reason opening my motherfucking window." That's what I was about to say. But again, I'm dealing with two hostiles. One with a gun, under the color of law, that has burglarized my home for this racist. Because this racist say he hears water running in my house. But none is coming into his house. None is coming out on the floor and out of anywhere. Nobody can see the water. How do they know I don't want my water to run? I pay for this shit. You ain't got to pay for it. I pay for it. You don't know what I'm doing in my house. But here these two who are hostile, remember, to me. Because I'm sure when he walked in my home, that Negro saw all of them African artifacts, because I saw his eyes when he came in there. He was looking all around, and it was like he done found Kunta Kinte or some motherfucker. I ain't the one. This man, this police under the color of law, burglarized my home for this racist, claiming that they were doing a wellness check on me. A wellness check. Now, how many niggas, I want anybody that's listening to this to Google how many black people died during wellness checks. The case in point being, this man they have conspired to get into my home. What if they had got in my house? The white man around the front looking out, the black man in the back breaking in and entering into my home. Luckily, I have a bookshelf that I put up against my window so nobody could just get in there. They'd have to push it down to get in there. You can see through it, but you would have to literally push it out the way to get in my home. If I had not taken that precaution, this black man done took my screen off and got my window wide open. And again, when I approached, oh yeah, your window open, I had to look in because I was concerned you might be laying on the floor or some shit. I said, wait a minute. I mean, my mind was screaming. Looking at this guy, knowing I had told him, do not come to my house again at the behest of this racist. And you don't have no probable cause. You don't have no warrant for me. No nothing that would entail you to be here on official business. Do not come to my home. But I find this same man, same officer, in cahoots with the person I told him not to come for. Burglarizing my home under the color of law. There's no other officer with him backing him up, nobody else there. So what am I to assume? That these two have conspired to get in my home while I was gone. The white boy thought I was going to be gone today because he monitors everything, every move. He knows I stay. When I leave, I'm gone. And he assumed that I was going to be gone again for days. So this was his opportunity to get the police in my home. For what purposes, I don't know. But to get them in my... Why? What you want to get them? Why do these two want to get in my house? One that came there and I told her to get the fuck away from there, and one that's constantly calling the police on me. What am I to assume when these two conspirators are one looking out on the front and the other one in the back? That's the classic scene of a burglary. Whether it's the police or anybody. He states now, he pulls out his radio. Oh, cancel the fire department, but no one says anything. Five minutes, I get in the house and I'm I done got all in the house, sitting around and everything. And my partner, my business partner, calls me. I have him down as an emergency number. I don't have any family here. So I had my business partner down as my emergency number. He called me and said, hey, I just received a text from York, Pennsylvania saying that it was an emergency call for you. I said, what you mean you received a text? He calls me. Now at no point has anyone dialed my number and asked me, am I okay? Or what is going on in my residence that the water is going. You know, if that was the case, if they was really concerned about that, how come nobody called my phone? If you can call my emergency number, you got my number too. What is going on with this wellness check game? Where under the color of law, they can come to your home, murder you, break and enter into your home, or do any other type of nefarious thing that they want to do. What if I wasn't home and he got in my house? What then? I have all kinds of instruments. I've got all kinds of other things that I've collected over the years as an artist. I have other things that in my home that they're mine. But if they get in your home, they can say anything they want. Oh, this looks stolen.
this is suspicious. He has so much, he has this and he has that, so it's suspicious. I would like to have a burglary team come out and
Now they want to cast doubts and suspicions on me. And I'm not going to at any point deny that this was a possibility because I've had it done in my lifetime. I've had police enter my home claiming they were, same thing, heard water running in my garage because I had a fish tank in there. But they claimed they came to steal my vehicles. I had 10 vehicles at that time. Sports cars. And this is in California, and they ended up, I've never done crystal meth in my life. But from 2 o'clock to 10 o'clock that night, they was in my house, digging and looking and going through everything. Went in my garage, he went everywhere, holding me in the car. Then 10 o'clock at night, all of a sudden they found a glassine bag of crystal meth. I've never had crystal meth in my life. But here I am with a charge of crystal meth, a drug charge, which I've never had, never been accused of having drugs of any kind. But there I was, now with a drug charge. I've been accused of a whole lot of things. But never doing drugs. And most of my things were about the way I lived in my time. And I ain't never did nothing to no poor person, to nobody. So, here I am with all of this past, just getting off of a 50 to life sentence for having my grandfather's 1893 relic. They gave me 50 to life. 50 to life in California for having my grandfather's 30-30 rifle. Living in Lake Elsinore, California. Well, until that point, until the point of walking outside and seeing a mountain lion in my yard, I opened my door and there's a mountain lion sitting out in my yard looking at me. I had no reason to have no weapon. So I decided to go buy bullets for my 30-30 rifle that I had from my grandfather. And they end up, after firing my care provider of that time, because I was ill at that time. After firing her, she calls the police and says that she knows a convicted felon with a weapon in his house. They come out, attack me, stomp me in my back, knee me in my back, come down to my back with 230-pound policeman and claim I attacked him. Take me to jail. I lose everything that I had over the past 30 years collected of my music, all of my masters, everything. I lost it. They hold me in a jail on $1 million bond claiming I attacked a policeman. And I'm on it never happened. They give me 50 to life and send me to California prison with 50 to life. After 40 days, they bring me back and force me to take 2 years for having a relic, an 1893 relic that belonged to me. The bullets that were in it, I bought. The charges they used to give me the 50 to life had been expunged. So I had the right. And they were 33 years old. That's what, the last time I had a criminal charge in prison was 33 years. And they give me, they used a 45-year-old charge and a 33-year-old charge and gave me 50 to life. At 60 years old, which was a death sentence. For possession, not hurting anybody, not threatening anybody, but simple possession of my grandfather's relics. $50 to life now. You think about that. How you gonna do the 50 at 60 years old? And how you gonna do the life? You ain't gonna do neither one. So here I am with all of this baggage and many other things, because I've had a charge where they took my brother's charge and put my name on his indictment and made his name my alias name. So they could use the evidence that they used on him, which was his own cigarette lighter and $15. His own $15 and his own cigarette lighter, they charged him with robbery of it from some people that they couldn't find nothing else on him that they claimed he